Wait, we also want to start some music, right? I have too many tabs open. Okay, that should be better, at least for that one. Let me see this one. Okay, word. What's up, everybody? JB, Novel, EA. Yo, I appreciate. It's crazy how much we've grown in about what is it, 2 weeks now? Shit's crazy, man. Let me put this over here. So yeah, when I'm coding, I mean, I always have ChatGPT open. I'm not ashamed of it at all, and I pretty much just mumble to myself, talk to myself. I'm gonna be watching the chat though, in case y'all have any questions. But I got some stuff that I'm working on, probably for the next like hour and a half. We got a at 8 o'clock. We have a Zoom where we're gonna build a portfolio. Shoot, if I could probably do that live. It's one of our members, Steve. I don't know if he's gonna be there or not because we set this up a long time ago, and I haven't really tapped in with him since we set it up. But it would be dope because I'm like I really been in the game for a long time, you know. I got and like I was telling somebody else who was brand new. They were like, "Well, I'm just now starting. How do I make it seem like, I'm hireable? I don't have any experience. How am I going to get a chance?" I was like, "Bro, if you made your portfolio website, right? Like say you made a template portfolio website. Why don't you go ahead and do that for a bunch of other companies? You can make one for auto, make one for a barber, make one for a babysitter. You know, just make like 4 of them. Make it look like you got hired for them. I mean, you know what I mean? It's still a project that you built. Still, you put it on your portfolio, and now you have like 5 of them up there. And then your opportunities will open up once you get out into there and you start like networking and stuff with people. But I did make this one for my job. I know that this one helped me out a lot. You could also put your projects in here from GitHub. This is a palette management app that I made that helped me out a lot, and it wasn't nothing crazy. You know, simple back end, simple front end. I used Chat GPT for most of it, and it helped us to be able to like organize, to tell basically whose order was on these 2 shelves that were really high up, because we were hopping on the forklift and driving way to the top just to read whose order was up there. And I was like, man, I can make an app for that. So then I did this, and then I connected it to my LinkedIn. And then other than that, start your own company, right? Once you make your portfolio, start something like how I started the Digital Builders, and then you can put that you're freelancing up here, and then your portfolio will have your projects up there, and it'll all make sense, you know. And then start networking, start going to hackathons, using what. Yeah, so let's take a look. Let's take a look in here, because this is a React template here that I actually used for my portfolio. If y'all saw that video, and the crazy thing, a thing that people don't understand a lot of times, and what is intimidating for people a lot, I feel like we see all these folders and we start to feel like, oh man, like what the hell is this? I'm gonna need to learn all of this stuff. Node Package Manager, you just download this stuff and you never open any of these folders. With this React Gatsby website here, you're only going to be inside source. What was the first one I tried? Oh, that's why. My bad. My bad. This is the wrong project. It was this one. Okay. I was like, what is going on? Okay, yeah, I usually listen to something more chill than this one I'm coding too. All right, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, man, you're gonna learn so much from using GPT though. All right. It's been so long since I've messed with Gatsby that I'm forgetting. All right, I did Gatsby build, so I think it's deploy to actually get it to work, or is it develop? Yeah, yeah. It said, "Did you mean develop?" That's what it is. Yeah, I'm about to switch it to something more chill so I can actually think. There we go. business person, right? And you make a business card for yourself, and you tell them, you make your LinkedIn where you're a web developer, and you just show them your projects and shit. You built all of this stuff. Yup. It really is a lot of us. Kind of caught me off guard. I know it's a lot of people that want to break into tech, and but I know how much of the struggle it is too. So, and I know how there was a lot of things that are being said that I felt like that people could say more, and that there is other routes than what the norm of YouTube is saying. Because I lived on YouTube for a long time. I still do. I'm on YouTube every day, so. A lot of times with coding, people make it harder than it needs to be. You know what I mean? Like, there's not enough encouragement, because when you really get what I noticed from doing hackathons, right, is that, wait a minute, man, all y'all use ChatGPT, all y'all Google stuff? I'm like, that whole time I was doing so many courses thinking that I needed to be able to open the terminal myself and just type shit and have it work. But then when you get around developers, when most of the time when you're going to code, like, they literally have ChatGPT open too, just like the rest of us. But the most important thing for real is that you know how to read the error codes, read between the lines, that you don't get frustrated when shit goes wrong. Because when you're trying to build something, shit is always gonna go wrong. So, of course, the more you know, the better. But we have it messed up when we think that, like, we can't really build until we're done with the course. Like, nah, you could definitely start building before being done with the course. And people do not be having stuff memorized how you would think it would, how you think it is, unless, and you don't really see that until you get there. Dang, yeah, that's the thing, man. I was there too. That's the struggle right there. I had to give up a lot of gaming, a lot of Netflix. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I definitely grind. I did it the right way, for real. For like a year and a half, about a year and a half of me really locking in. Like, I never tried so hard to do something, because that's how tired I was of driving, though, for real. I felt like I was gonna be stuck driving. Yeah, that's real, man. That's real. That's how I felt at my 9 to 5, because I didn't go from trucking straight to coding. There was a middle job that I had a 9 to 5, an office job. And then I remember, because when I was truck driving, right, it was 12 hours. I was going from 10 in the morning till 10 at night. And I was stopping in the middle of the day and stopping at Barnes and Noble and doing lessons and shit. But then listening to coding YouTube while I was driving. But then I got an office job, 9 to 5, and I still felt like I didn't have enough time to code. Like, it still wasn't enough. I was like, damn, I thought it was bad before. Like, this shit, we really don't be having enough time. Yeah, you just gotta, man, you'll get back to it when you get there, though. When you get a job paying you, these coding jobs start at $50 an hour. So it'll change your life and then open up your schedule later on. Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Truck driving is cool if you really are tired of dealing with customers and you just want to be alone. It's cool, but oh, okay. Yeah, man, that should be the worst. It's so tricky too, because the only way out is to bust your ass with the coding, and then you be stuck working too. Yeah, man. I had a year and a half of that. And now that I'm growing the YouTube, I mean, it's way more. Now I'm happy because I'm still working all the time, but I'm happy because it's doing shit that I want to do, and it's fulfilling, especially with all the people writing me messages telling me that I'm helping them, that they were just about to quit trying to learn to code, you know? With all the videos out there telling people that AI is going to get rid of coding jobs. I was talking to my homie at the Super Bowl party the other day, and he was like, they say that? I was like, come on, like, duh, that apps, like, we're not going backwards, we're going forwards. More apps are gonna come, it's gonna be more jobs, like, eventually. I know the economy's fucked up now, but shit is tricky, man. You just gotta, like, be fierce and never give up with that shit, and go to I think the cheat code that, if my videos ever go viral for real, what people are gonna start telling, people are gonna start saying networking, people are gonna start, I mean, they already say networking, but they don't say it enough, because that really is the key. That's the cheat code. Hackathons, the crazy thing about hackathons, like, I would say Google a hackathon right now, because when you do a hackathon, you're literally on a development team now. That's gonna place you in a group of like 5 developers, no matter what your experience level is. Don't go in there with nothing, with no knowledge, but you know what I mean? It's like a recruitment thing. You build your team there at the start, and you say what you're into. Hey man, I know a little bit of HTML and CSS, and I'm like, okay, you're on the front end. Who wants to be on the back end? Who wants to be on the mobile side? Who can manage state? Who knows React? Y'all just huddle up, then you get real cool with them, and then you add them all on LinkedIn. Those become your friends. Now you have a developer set of homies. No matter how new you are, anybody can do that. Even if you don't even know how to code, you can do that, and then you can learn there. And then when it's over, if y'all win or y'all lose, it don't matter. You have a GitHub project in your portfolio that you worked on, and you've been a part of a team. You never know, a job might open up with these people down the line. And so that is by far the cheat code, man. I'm gonna start throwing hackathons here. Like, we're working on that, doing our own here pretty soon. Oh, word. Alright, so that's the thing, bro. I've done 2 hackathons, right? And I was talking to Tim about how I really noticed my growth with the second one than the first one. The first one, I was completely noob. All I had was that Gatsby portfolio, but I have done a whole bunch of WordPress websites, Wix websites, even though that's just drag and drop shit, right? And I was also scared to ask questions. So I was a part of the mobile team. I was part of the mobile team for the app that we were building, and they put me. I think they could all tell that. I mean, it was obvious. I was brand new. They put me with the one guy who wasn't there. So we had a remote member, because every team could have one remote member. They put me with him. So I went and sat in the corner, like, away from everybody else. I had ChatGPT, kind of locked myself in this little area, and I had the guy on FaceTime with me every once in a while. And I was really just like stressed out, and I didn't want to ask questions, which is something I don't recommend. The whole time I stayed up all night Googling shit and trying to do it. We ended up winning the hackathon. I was learning as I was going. But then the second time around, I felt like an OG. And one of the guys on our team was asking me questions, even though he had been coding for 8 years, but he's more CSS. He only does UI, user interface design. So I'm full stack dev, so I know how to build pages and shit like that. So certain things like submitting something to GitHub without like, how you have to do pull requests and merge and different things like that, I was helping this dude with on the other one. But yeah, I really threw myself into the fire of the first one. But it was the best thing that I did at the time, because I didn't know any developers. And I did that while I was definitely still learning how to code. Leon Noel said, join a hackathon. So I went to my local startup community. I already kind of knew a couple people in there, so I got my foot in the door that way. And I just joined the right team. So yeah, like I said, I mean, I just went for it. Even because I could kind of tell, man, the courses are such a rabbit hole, and it's the same thing as doing a tutorial on YouTube. You do it, you could really build a Spotify clone if you wanted to off of YouTube, but you don't really feel like you gain no skills for real until you actually like build something different, either on your own or with the team. But when you're following exactly what something's telling you to do in a course, I think the courses, the purpose of the course, in my opinion, is just to get you familiar with the language. If it wasn't for courses, I would not even know what a function was. I wouldn't really know what HTML and CSS were. But as far as like, I mean, I guess you could say I learned how to write a loop and learned how to recognize and read a little bit, but you're really just learning the alphabet. You're learning the alphabet of coding. So that's the purpose of courses and following tutorials to me. And to also build your portfolio, right? To get projects on your portfolio. But experience-wise and making you a better developer, that's not going to happen at all from courses. It's not going to make you a better developer. I feel like somebody could do 10 courses and it's not really going to retain to the point where they can build something You'll never be able to build something yourself without YouTube until you just do it. And shit's going to break, and then you're going to have to figure out how to fix it and, get frustrated, but then get happy as hell when it works. You really got to turn coding into a video game. That's what makes this shit fun. Like earlier today, I was stuck on something. I was trying to set up, because our project is still really new. It's a startup. And so I was setting up the process of when you deactivate your account inside of our project, we're going to send you an email. And I was having trouble with that, with the email sending out for a long ass time. But when I saw that, I tested it out and I saw that email hit my inbox, I hopped up and I ran a circle around this house like you would have thought I scored a touchdown in a game or something, I was like, yes, that's what I like about coding, because shit goes wrong all the time. And when you finally get it to work, man, it's like nothing like it. It's nothing like that feeling. But no one stopped to think about the people. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put this over here. And we almost lost Detroit this time. How would we ever get over losing our mind? Yeah, you see my chat GPT. I've got my code mentor here, spiritual guide, and my YouTube director are the three ones that I made. And then this never ending. My history is never ending. I think this is what I was working on earlier. This time, how would we ever What are y'all using to learn? Oh, yeah, bro. All right, I'll show you. When I say, all right, if you don't use it, do you have, do you use VS Code and like you have your projects saved on your computer? For example, um, yeah, it's worth it, bro. But all right, so with Firebase, right? When you're writing a cloud function, I couldn't remember the command to type into terminal to get it to work. So real quick, I opened up ChatGPT earlier today. Oh wait, was it that one? Deploy Firebase function. Here it is. What's the command to deploy Firebase function? Firebase deploy only. You know, that's just one example. But then also after that, I copied the entire code of one of our files, and I was like, I copied the entire code. I believe it was this one. Yeah, look. So here we are at the top. About to get started, and this is just me like getting ready to work today. I haven't worked on this project in like 4 days. I've been so busy with other shit. So just to get a quick refresher, I was like, can you break my code down to me, please? Summarize all this stuff and tell me anything you notice that might be wrong. So then I posted my entire, you know, the live streaming right now, bro.
Okay, well, that's so cool that we just went into that then. So, I'm sorry to just dive, but like, I guess that's good film content. I hope we're going live.
Yeah, yeah, my bad. I should have told you.
All right, but I'm sorry.
Zoom with Steve. We're gonna build a portfolio in about 35 minutes. I should probably put this on this side. Put that on that side. Yeah, bro, I thought you were heading out. I just had to run downstairs for a second. I'm locked in. Bro, that is crazy. See, that's, yeah, man, it's, oh, where do you live if you don't mind me asking? What's up, Matt? I can already tell by the logo, bro. I would need more info, bro, but honestly, I just know it is hard as hell out here right now. I always tell people though that networking is where I got my opportunity from. Hackathons is really the cheat code, and what I'm preaching and telling our community, freelancing and hackathons is the one thing that I noticed that I feel like people don't really talk about that enough, as because applying to stuff on Instagram and on not Instagram, LinkedIn and Indeed, I mean, applying to stuff there, bro, I did not get any kind of response applying for stuff on Indeed or LinkedIn, for real. And that's with, I don't have a CS degree. I didn't do any real boot camps. All I did was just free online stuff. But what I did do was I participated in a hackathon and I networked and I freelanced for people. And then I was able to kind of get some traction and make a name for myself that way. there's a lot of people feeling that way, bro. But I also see jobs do open up still. So 'Dang, yeah, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. 13 technical projects, bro. Do you mind showing us can I take a look at your portfolio? I'm just curious, bro. I would also recommend starting. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I know I'm lucky here to live here in Virginia Beach, and it's 757. We have a nice little community building over here. If there isn't one, if possible, I would say start your own. Be the one to get the ball rolling. With a meetup.com, unless you live like in a place where there's nothing, but you know, make a meetup.com, make a class where you start teaching kids how to code, make a LinkedIn with your personal brand, put those 13 certs out there. I mean, your 13 projects on your LinkedIn, and start sharing your knowledge with people to make a name for yourself in your area. That's where meet businesses, meet parents, teach their kids how to code. You know, I'm not an expert, but that is where I would give advice to try and like create something, because it's definitely hard out here right now with the jobs. It's a lot of work, man. I know it's a lot of like going out and like to do that, but that's really what I think will create possibly create more opportunities for you, because online it's like a mad rush. Everyone is looking for stuff online, and as soon as some jobs come up, people apply for them. Oh wow, bro, grinding out here. Yeah, man, get some sleep. Peace, brother. Thanks for chilling with us. Why I started the digital builders. I started the meetup. It has 80 members now. When I looked, I didn't really see. It wasn't anything happening that month. I think I didn't see all the stuff there was in my area until I after I started my own, and then I was like, oh man, there's like 4 other groups out here. But yeah, I started one. That's really where the digital builder started at when I was trying to make some shit happen. My bad. I just realized I'm loud as shit. I also just noticed that. Here, let me get the music going.
We speak far too much of this shit into existence, my nigga. This can't be real. It's inexplicable, my nigga. Nigga, simultaneously bleeding. It's all worth it. It's all worth it, my nigga. I swear. Yeah. Surprised like I ain't tell you. Told you I get over. Trickle down effect. My mother made a soldier. Shoulders up for crying on. My brother no. Hold him close.
Working on some tasks for the app that I'm working for, the project management app. Earlier I was showing a little bit, but you know I know that we have a lot of classified information in here, so I had to take it off the screen. Keep using Siri. Yeah, and then we have a in 30 minutes I have a Zoom with one of our people, Steve. We're supposed to be building a portfolio or reviewing his portfolio, one or the other.
My spirit can't be touched, my spirit can't be touched. I started caring less about what they say from jump. Seen a sacred view, it's navy blue, it all gets undone. It all gets undone, we're seeing through. It all gets undone.
I keep trying to check the sound because I can't tell if the levels are alright. But yeah, I heard that this is a way to get my hours up too. You know, I was working anyway. I was like, man, I might as well work on live. Why not? Yeah, I think you can, Matt. If we were to do like a Google Meet or a Zoom or something like that. Yeah, I got Yeah, Steve is gonna be up here. I'm not 100% sure he's going to make it. So shoot, if he's not and you wanted to hop up on live, we can, bro. But yeah, I have a are we going? Yeah, I guess we just gonna go with the oldies for a little bit. A little too slow. Nah, that ain't it either. That's the cookout vibe. I ain't gonna lie, this is my shit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. My bad. I had to make some coffee, and it was taking forever. All right, we got 15 minutes till our Zoom with Steve. Appreciate y'all chilling with me. I probably should not be drinking coffee this late. I'm about to be up all night, but I got a bunch of stuff to do, so it's all good. I didn't even post this on Instagram or Facebook. Yeah, Matt, I might need you to step in if Steve doesn't show up to the Zoom. We scheduled this thing like a long time ago, and I haven't talked to him since. So, what else we got to do? I need to do the next episode of the Crash Course Computer Science. We could do that here too, for real. But yeah, I also got this stuff going on. That's the cookout song for real. my oh cool. So we're gonna go over his resume and some things that he wants to get done with his website. That's what's up. I should have had Tim come up here too. Wait, I'm the host. Okay. So the only thing is that there's definitely some lag from the stream to, you know what I mean? I can hear myself through your screen. See, I can hear myself. If if you can hear me like live in real time, you could mute me on your or put in headphones, you know what I mean? Or mute the stream and let's just use the Zoom for the audio, you know? And then it'll still be on the stream, you know what I mean? Mute, yeah, mute the YouTube and let's just use the Zoom. Okay. Yeah, it's there in case anyone else wants to join us. Did you have like a website that you wanted to review or something like that? Yeah, yeah, you should be able to. What Hey Matt, they actually can't hear you. Do you have your mic connected in? Yeah, I can hear you. I wonder why they can't hear you. The Zoom is coming from. Oh, okay. Wait. That's a good point. That's a good point. My bad. That's my fault, y'all. I need to add that as an audio source real quick. Okay, hold up. So if I do this, yeah. Okay. Now say something real quick.
Yeah, let me try it. So,
Okay, we're
that's
good. Yo,
oh,
shout out
people are saying.
to thanks Adrian for pointing that out. Man,
Indeed,
y'all know
absolutely.
we're new at this. You know, we got a long road ahead, so y'all just here for the beginning. Everybody has their
Which is
little,
unbelievable that you're
you
at
know,
going on 1,000. You
yeah.
know, so between the conglomerate, we're approaching at least 750 between all the pages, and we have the good fortune of having multiplicity in our right.
Oh, I
You can
should
call
keep
them
moving
the
here.
holdings or the enterprises or the
Yeah.
conglomerate.
Thanks for pointing that out, Adrian.
It-
Appreciate you.
In fact, with man, especially if I were to talk about who we're affiliated with, then I guess we're nearing 1,500 or
Yeah. So
not to brag, totally not to brag. It's just to say that
we'll
this
move you over here.
we have the one conglomerate or first conglomerate free with the your company, um, and of course we have a really good name here in Faith, but it's a good name, and there might be too, for following the lead, right? Um,
Bro, what are these words here links? What are the
they are. Yeah, and so I want to make it so that you can hover over and show the dollar amount that you would get from signing up for it, right? This was AI, so I'm
Okay.
talking fast. I recognize like a couple
Let me
points
move.
that people are trying to make.
I feel like I should move us out of the way so we could really. I'm taking up so much of the screen. Hold up. There we go. Okay.
Thank you.
That's a little better.
Yeah, it's all meant to
Skirt. All right.
create as we go up here debt scholarships and just
Can we start? Let's start at the top.
yeah. Well, this right here is just you hope that they don't scroll right past it because it's just we can expand here on like which I plan to of an asterisk and a cross symbol to say that hey this requires direct deposit and right here that to I'm saying to add that where it actually hyperlinks to below um, and then that problem of or solution that I want to implement of hovering over to show or some sort of aspect there, without just making tiny text all over the place. And
But like starting at the top, as in like, what is this, bro? That we're talking
yeah,
about.
it's a matrix of financial apps that are to help you make a little money while you either do a forced savings plan. Is kind of one way of looking at it. It's a terrible way of looking at it. It can be a honorable way to look at it. It's yeah, either savings based plans or just some of them are you pay a subscription and they add a length and breadth to your credit debt of even say 30,000 for 2 years, and they'll even backdate it, I believe. So some real neat stuff for people who are trying to establish their credit and reestablish their credit and reestablish and so on and so forth. And
So if you,
I'm speaking right from this, right? And we have to update this to be the I because it's meant to be the triune wealth, right? Of like social, environmental, and legal, which is representative of spiritual and financial wealth.
if you
So
click one of those links, where does it go to like somewhere else or something?
it'll go right to it, right? To
Oh,
help
okay.
help
So
you.
it's something like
So
that.
Matthew sent you a $5 gift. So what I want to make ASAP, and I recognize that we've got a lot on our plate, but that we have all these people prospectively who want to join a coding community of work, right? And not to not call it play, but at times and for people, and so is I want to make a referential, you know, switchboard where people can be tracked in the way of um, earning them things, and um, then we'd have to work on securities certainly, and so or just have that be a real basic way of checking in and checking out, right?
Hmm.
I'm telling you, man, I've got so much I want to talk to you about. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Um, cool. So what did you use to build this site?
I'm using Wix, and I haven't yet, dove enough into the uh, what do you call it, suites, right? That they have of the custom coding.
Yeah, yeah. And this isn't like well, I guess with Wix it is kind of template based, right? And like drag and drop for the design aspects. Yeah, I think I remember this from my Wix days.
Y'all notice this? That it's we have this domain as well. This is for $2.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Which
not the I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm not a big fan of the design
I know we talked about the color scheme, and what do you think about me trying to nail the crimson better?
or the even like I mean, I think you'd be better off going with like have you ever heard of theme forest, for example?
Game Forest. It started green. Is it green?
No, theme forest.
Okay. Oh yeah, sure. So a database of them.
Yeah, it's a website that has a whole bunch of different themes that are just more like modern as far as the design goes. You know what I mean?
One thing that was struggling me was like how I can and can't add these rolling backgrounds to certain places. And that was interesting how it didn't roll there, but it says in, but
Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of the creators like where unless you're just doing a one page for a business that's like a business card, like how Eileen's was, I would say use a WordPress or a Wix for something like that. But you might as well have like a something where you're messing with the code yourself versus like a Wix, because usually the sites are so slow and they like the design usually isn't there compared to a React or a Gatsby or something like that. Like I could show you a couple on my screen if you want, where like you could recreate this there and it would just look a lot better if you were to just base it off of like something in Theme Forest or Gatsby Starter Library, or
I do.
Envato is another one.
It's the best worst thing in some ways, right? Is that we have the ability to do whatever we want, and yet we have to make it from scratch, and yet the templates can be, or even the outright interface can be, restrictive and things. But I know if I were to get in the custom suite, I could, for instance, get rid of this scrolling background if I wanted to, where when you have it, there's no way to add it here. It just simply the axes only, add and subtract certain types of space and then certain types of windows, and then I haven't mastered like just recognition of how it works.
And
So I'm not the best advocate for Wix right now, but I think I'm doing do like it is my due diligence, right? Is that I've used uh, Weebly to a lot of success. Shopify we tried out and that was good. And then I want to say Wix was next. Um, the
the
Squarespace definitely came in there, and that's Squarespace seems to run a really good one. I might check them out. And then, of course, Mr. Kiever said, or helped me out with. It's going to be real fun to see if we can remember.
have you also heard of like the Adobe Colors?
I,
Cause
you're making me think of the Google websites, but Adobe Color. I mean, that's they run a website thing, what is
yeah,
that?
there's so
You're
there's
talking.
so there's a site called Adobe Colors, right? Where you pick one primary color and then it shows you all of the complementary colors that go along with that. And cuz with design, the colors that you choose evoke a certain emotion out of the viewer of your website. So in design, usually like you don't want your colors to be random, I guess would be the word that I'm saying. And I just kind of get that vibe from looking at the site, like you might have like just
Well,
kind
I
of
did trust the
winged it on
process
the
on it.
colors a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Like, I mean, because what's really fair to me is that it's not crimson; it's this retro pink. And so I don't know where this tan comes in or this like peach. But what I'm used to is, or what I think it is it's I don't know what I'm saying. I think it's got the pink behind it, and as we just saw from me trying to change the colors. So here, if I can get this a little better, let's. I mean, if I
Okay.
can poll your audience, right, or if you will, or uh,
Ye- Okay, bro. That
where's crimson?
already
Isn't crimson a little pink?
that already is like
I
a
know it's cleaner.
but
Um,
but not bro, just use the color
mm,
wheel. You know what I mean? Like it'll give you the exact hex number to
how
choose
about
from.
that?
Like look, let me or can I show you real quick what I'm talking about?
On Adobe,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
So here, let me can you share? Can you
Uh
turn your
are
turn
you
your
you still
screen
got
on?
the stream up?
Yeah, I'll hop on that. Let me just see one more time. Oh, that's getting interesting, huh? Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
It's I mean that's the whole thing, right? Is that the Crimson went, or did it go white to Crimson? I can't believe I'm so.
I feel like when it comes to that part of design, we should just leave it up to the science versus, you know,
Of
the
the colors.
eyeball test. The
Well,
eyeball test.
I thought that would come more in with these titles and things like that. But one cool thing about the website is that we're just going to be honoring like the, you know, just straight out of the royal Bible, right? Is like and out of the, um vestiges of what is anointment and the one true God's, uh um say from the revelatory expressions that is the one unmet prophecy that everything else has been a whole on God will or Godspeed. So so the streets of gold, right? And you have to like, you know, really meditate on word, right? To the word. the heavenly and heaven on earth and all these great. So in one way, if I'm kind of stubborn, right, then I am coachable because people have to not have to, right, but like as I go forth and as success comes around this, which I think a lot of people are going to be really happy about this, and if we can really honor a good purity and yet if others are, I don't know, that's not quite
Bro,
what I'm thinking.
please let me show you the color wheel, bro.
Let's look at the color wheel. It's
Okay.
just, can we look at it through a
Adobe.
crimson lens and then plug in these and then see what it does with that? That'd
Like
be
that could be I if you whatever you want the main color to be, that can be it, and then it shows you complementary colors based. So
hmm
you said crimson is the main
yeah,
color that you're trying to.
right.
All right, let's see if I can. You go to explore, yeah. So if I was to put crimson, is this the is this I don't even know what color crimson is, bro.
Is it because I'm
Do you have the Oh wait, let me make sure that I'm on the right page. Okay. Yeah, yeah, the stream should be. Can you see? Oh, are you looking at the stream now?
yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be there
Oh,
in
dude,
a
here,
second.
scroll up a little bit and click on that galaxy because you got the red shift and blue shift. It's real interesting.
Okay. Yeah, so like that's what I mean. You go to Adobe or colors.adobe.com, and
Cool.
then this will give you your whole, and all of the hexes are here at the bottom. And then if you
Oh, dude.
don't go too far outside of this that they're giving you, and it's gonna be so much more like visually appealing to the eye for everyone that sees it. You know what I mean? And we do that with any color, literally. That's what everybody that's watching, that's designing websites for real. That's what you should do. You should pick within a certain range, and you can everything in here is gonna be like complementary, whatever way you go. Just to make sure that you're not sending mixed signals to the viewers' emotions with the colors that you're picking.
So you said colors.adobe?
Yeah.
That's weird. It's not loading.
I wonder. I hope you don't have to have Creative Cloud for that. But I could drop a link.
I think I'm in. So start features or start tour. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, just to give you guys all,
Ooh,
you know,
this is dope. If we did, I bet
yeah.
it'll let us add a
So
thing on.
so Adrian had a question too. He said if you can summarize in one line, what is the website about?
Bro, right. It's deserved right now. I it's a little embarrassing. It's just like it did it on AI on Wix. So it really had me wondering if it had really arranged crowds. I'm sorry, like sort of drop shipping handling of products because it populated a store for me. I made it a little while ago and uploaded really just finances try yesterday. Venture capital, I threw up the page, but haven't put on all the entrepreneurial websites that are on the LinkedIn. I just really needed this website for finances try to work, and just trying to get going the whole conglomerate, which is 100 and counting companies, including a company creation company, and they're all around ways of crowdfunding is our niche, and super majority at least, and then so the Christos Commission Covenant Conglomerate,
So
which
wait,
is
But we said one simple line. You said crowd, so it's a
I didn't get that.
crowdfunding website.
I didn't hear that part. Sorry. Yeah. Then I would just say that we're a crowdfunding. Um, go forth and discern, you know, community.
Okay. Okay.
It's yeah, yeah. It's been delightful, right? I wish we could add a third color here. There must be one. So yeah, when we help people go forth, we have to learn what people are willing to do, right? And what is good to invest in, and that's what we see so much out there with the CDFIs, community development, financial institutions, and as well as just outright the ethos of companies and banks. It's all becoming bewilderingly aligned with advancement and all sorts of ways. And I use the Obama quote all the time of what a time, or the future quote, or both. Thanks for having me on.
Yo, it was thanks for sharing, bro. And I hope that you know I gave you some positive feedback or something productive that you could use, with that.
Look at
But
this, Norfolk State.
I know that a lot of our members here are working on portfolios. So before I get off the
Oh,
live, I wanted to give a little like demonstration on how to set up a quick portfolio with Gatsby, which is the usual one that I go with.
let's see. Wait, are you setting one up right now, or is
Yeah,
someone else doing one?
I was about to.
Yeah, I thrive in the link tree and the popple and like making a LinkedIn page post where it posts to all the posts, which I've seen in a good friend who runs a delightful screens company. Uh, Plug would be Empower Linked on LinkedIn, and so. Hmm.
Okay.
All right, man. Yeah, thanks for having me on, and like we got so much to build on. So if let me know if I can hop back on here before you close your live stream, and we can talk more about like future products to really like pique some interest. And thanks everyone, and
All
have
right.
a wonderful time.
All right, Matt. I'll see you in the
All right,
chat, bro.
all right, Lionel. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, so let's get the music back going while we're chilling, and I'm gonna do a quick y'all know how big I know y'all hear me say Gatsby all the time. It's really like cuz I'm trying to kind of steer people away from yo, what up, Brian? I didn't share this on Facebook, man, so I wasn't sure if anybody, from that I really know was going to pop up in here. It's not on Facebook, it's not on Instagram. So, what's up? What's up, Brian? Let me let me get the music back going again. Was it I think it was. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. This one. Hey, Gabe, what's going on, buddy? We are live. Um, I think it's. Hold up. Let's see if this works. Trying to get the sound back right. necessarily have to have these languages memorized in order to get a position, in order to work for a company. I was in a rude awakening when I found that out. I was like, wait, let me make sure that's not too loud. But yeah, I was when I was in my first hackathon and I was sitting next to the developers and everybody had ChatGPT open. I was like, man, what? Y'all do that too? So, trying to find something more chill. But yeah. Oh, word. Appreciate you, Brian. Yeah, man. I had a Zoom with Steve. I don't know what happened to my guy. We were supposed to review his portfolio. If anyone else here has like a website that they want us to check out to give a little feedback on or something like that, I'm down to do that while we're still rocking. But yeah, how about you, Adrian? What languages are you working on, or do you know, and do you have a portfolio for us to check out as well? I'm kind of thinking like, man, I might as well start going live more often. I'm at my computer all day, and I'm usually working. So if y'all don't mind chilling, shoot, I might just hop up here and just play music and just code, and we could be here to like work on stuff together. Like to go try and um if you were to go try and build something on Gatsby, which I know very like very well, I could easily help you set that up, help you get it hosted for free, get it downloaded and hosted. So yeah, like I said, man, here this is my portfolio that got me hired and got me all sorts of other opportunities too. I got Digital Builder 757, our meetup here, which I believe this is now. Oh yeah. So let me tell you the story behind this. When I um when I got hired for my job, right? Oh wait, hold up. Please review it on 1.5 month web dealing. Okay. Yeah, yeah, bro, send me whatever site you want me to review. But yeah, so when I got hired, the tech stack that I was using was Firebase for the back end. I knew that it was gonna be a document backend with Firestore database, which is a NoSQL database for the backend, and then React for the front end. So what I did, I we also needed a website for Digital Builder 757. This whole Digital Builders thing wasn't a thing back then. So I created this website. I looked up all the technologies that my startup was using before my first day, and then I built this website. And it's really nothing. Like, here's the front. It's React front end. AI made the picture, of course, and you can log in. So I wanted to make sure that I could do user authentication. When it comes to these websites, you pretty much manually have to do this. Firebase has it super simple, and I can show y'all how to do this. But yeah, so you go ahead and you log in. Anybody can log in here, by the way, if you want. Yo, what up, Sherwin? Thanks for kicking it with us. So then you get back here, and now the crazy thing is that now we have like 60 people who signed up for this, and I'm like, man, we got to get that website right because it's really nothing. It's just a live chat, and I was just messing around with this stuff because I wanted to get used to what my job uses on the everyday. So this is like half of a to-do list app. In my mind, I was gonna make a game. I was gonna make a habit tracking like self-development game, right? Where you start at zero, and every day when you got this number to 10, or every week when you got this number to 10, it was gonna unlock the next level, and then you could see the next thing. Thank you.
you could see the next thing. So it'd be like sleep 8 hours. You do that 10 days in a row, and then you see write anything. You do that 10 days in a row, and then you see meditate. So I was gonna try to help people to build positive habits that helped me become a self-taught person, because I know when you're trying to be a self-taught web developer, between all of the apps that are always asking for your time, between work, your 9 to 5, between the family stuff and the parties that you missing, between all of that stuff, it takes a certain type of like level of self-development for you to even have the focus to learn how to code on your own. So I was like, let me make a habit tracking app, which I wasn't really expecting anybody to actually use it, but it was just a cool idea that I had. And I was already thinking about how much I wanted to try and help people who are in our spot. I'm really not that far ahead of y'all. I'm just got in the door. You know what I mean? But I was self-taught for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, driving truck, trying to learn. You're a beginner, don't have a portfolio, but you learned HTML, CSS, and you're currently learning JavaScript and Python. That's what's up, bro. Now, CSS. So you know about classes, you know about how CSS changes the look of the website. So I want to tell you, like, I have never wrote custom CSS myself. I always look it up whenever I need it, and I always see other people look it up too. Just to let you know how close you are already to being like you're already a developer. We all say juniors and beginners, but as you go and well, okay, the only problem is you don't have your portfolio. You can't really call yourself a developer until you have a portfolio, because then that means you're really just you still doing courses, you know. So I tell people, sure, do the courses. It's good for you to learn, especially when you start to learn JavaScript, about building and figuring it out as you go, as almost people have been in here when I was first talking about this. But another thing, a lot of people come from Wix. Okay, word, good. You on the right track then, bro. A lot of people come from Wix, WordPress, Squarespace, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can make a whole living and a whole lot of money off of just doing that. I know a guy who does he has a marketing company where he only does websites for small businesses, and he makes like he had like a 30K contract for a lawyer a year or something like that. Straight WordPress, drag and drop. But if you're trying to be a software engineer, as you know, Adrian, you're going to have to get more comfortable with the Visual Studio Code side of stuff. And I think that for this stuff, it can be super intimidating for people because of how it looks all matrix, you know what I mean? But with Node Package Manager,
You don't you, there's we're not going into 95% of these folders we don't even touch. When I realized that, I feel like that was another wall that I broke through in my head, because you're not going in this folder, you're not going in this. I mean, actually you are going in that one. That one says content. But the node modules, you're not going into the modules. That's why we can use these things like React with the frameworks built on top of everything. It's because the developers who came before us created all of this stuff. It's an open source project that updates every year. And then you download the whole thing into your project, and then you import it into wherever your main file is at the top. Like, see, it says here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me try to zoom in. I don't think I should be able to. Where's like zoom? This is on my second screen, so I don't know if the sound. I might have to like reconfigure the sound and everything on my main screen. Here, let me see. Hold up, real quick. Because at least over here you could see better. All right, hold on. All right, that should be bigger, right? Can you hear me? Check, check. Okay. Looks like the music stopped though, but that's all good. Hold up. I don't know why I have every tab on my computer open. Oh, I could just copy and paste. Hold on. Why don't we copy this? Is it this one? Paste it over here. Okay, there we go. All right. Anyway, where were we? So yeah, like I was saying. So hopefully you can see this in the top of the project. You import React, and then you're importing all of this other stuff that is inside all of these folders. So you really don't need to know as much as you think that you need to know. Oh yeah, yes. Swiper, we cannot see your link, bro. I was wondering when you said please review. Yeah, post it again. All right, yeah. So all of these folders, man, we don't even need to go in there. And all you need to go into is like with this one, index.js, which with React, this is like the tree of your whole project right here. It's the different pages. And you can tell from the section ID, like this is the hero, this is the about section, this is the projects I've built, this is the contact me. And then in order to see the actual code for each of these pages, you would go, it's been a while since I looked at this, but let me see if I can find it. Oh, content. So you go to content, and then you go to, no, those are articles for the blog. You go to sections, and then, yeah, so this is all of the actual code, which with this another reason that Gatsby is cool. You know your shit, and you're going back and doing the due diligence later on. But if you're building your portfolio and you want it to look good, you might as well just go ahead and Astro is better than Gatsby in terms of there's less overhead. Okay. Word. Yeah, there's a lot. There's like Wow, I just realized that I have been streaming for 3 hours. This has been like the longest first stream ever, probably, but this is cool, man. I feel like I really like unlocked a new skill here. I'm gonna do this more often, man. It was cool hanging out with y'all. We got to look at Matt's project that he's working on. I did a little bit of coding by myself. I did a lot of. I'm gonna keep saying the same things over and over again, just because it is getting a little bit repetitive, but still, we're still trying to help as many people as we can and motivate them the same way that like I broke through. I know it's a very valid path, and I'm excited to see the stuff that y'all end up going to, your portfolios when you do make them. I feel like my lane is getting people from course to building and networking and getting it popping. So join the school, join the Discord, make a name for yourself inside our community, because we have a lot of opportunities coming our way where I'm gonna start being able to pass out opportunities to people. Like, people are coming to me to build apps and websites and stuff like that, and it's gotten to the point where it's way too much for me to handle on my own. So I'm like, yo, my subscribers are the digital builders, and I'm telling these people that I come with a team, So I'm thinking of coming up with some kind of like small referral fee, but then I'm gonna outsource it to you guys that are building, the ones who like level up inside of our school. So join theschool.com. I'll put it in the description, and you can level up there just by posting. It's not asking you for no money. Everything is free, but just be a member of the community. And it's been a hell of a 2-week start here where we're really rolling. So I really appreciate every one of y'all, especially the ones who have been here for the first live. But I'm gonna turn this bright ass light off and finish the little bit of work that I have to do. But y'all have a good night, and thanks for chilling with me. Peace.